So if you remember, that cord used to run all the way down the power line and into the back of my property. I don't have a permanent line trenched because we will sell the house in the next few years. And right now I just have a drop cord. And the reason I just had the drop cord was because I had an internet cable on there too. And that is about 410 feet from router to the chicken coop. And the chicken coop is all the way in the back of those trees right there. So anyways, lately I've noticed that my router just does not have enough power to push the signal out there anymore. It just doesn't. However, my router itself is still very fast and still very good. So I needed to figure out a way to get the internet out there without either A, buying new cable, because it could have been the cable, or B, buying another router. So I came across this. This is a Powerline Ethernet adapter. And what it does is there's two different types. There's one that it can emit a wireless signal and one that just plugs straight in. This one plugs straight in. So this is plugged into my power line. An Ethernet cable is now plugged into that. Now there are three dots on there. You might be able to see them eventually. But those three dots, one is for power, one is saying that the devices are paired, and another one is saying that it's transmitting data. So this is plugged into my house, and then the patch cable or the extension cord that's going to the chicken coop is plugged in over there into that line. So how it works is it sends the internet signal over the power cables, and the other device on the other end is able to then read that signal and turn it back into an internet signal. So we're going to head out to the chicken coop and I'll show you how I have it hooked up. Alright, so here's the back area. If you can see, well, there's the beehives right there. We've got a patch cable and the internet Ethernet line running here, runs down through this way. And I used to have two cameras out here, and the cable would come up through here. I had the bucket up there. The camera was outside here, and then I originally moved it inside, but that was just to kind of monitor if anything got into the coop. And it broke. I'm not getting another one just because it got full of ants and everything. It wasn't really made for outdoors, but it did last over a year. But if I see an animal and something gets back there, I'm gonna start freaking out, and I'd rather just not see it. But anyways, so the Ethernet cable's running up through here. Here's my raccoon deterrent. Works pretty good, knock on wood. And then it runs into the coop here. And it's plugged in right there. So the other end, whew, that's strong. I gotta get a fan in here because the fan up there is broken, and boy does it stink. So I gotta get another fan in here. But anyways, that plugs right in here, and then your camera plugs right into the other device. And you can see that it's sending data back and forth. And I'll go ahead and pull out my phone here, and then maybe we'll be able to show how fast it is. Alright, so let's see if we can get this in focus here. So here's a chicken coop camera. That's the camera right there. Now, if you're gonna see when I hit this button, and then you're gonna kind of see the camera move. I don't know if, there we go. Kind of get that camera in focus. So we're gonna hit it, and it moves right when I hit it. And then we'll go to the right, and we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna go down. So this responds very fast. When I had just the regular Ethernet cable, I had a lot of signal drop, and I was running right about like 10 to 15 kilobytes per second for this camera with all the Ethernet line. But now with this patch line, my cameras are running about 50 kilobytes per second. So significantly faster. picture's clear. Now the one thing you have to remember if you get these is you shouldn't have them plugged into a surge protector. I had this plugged into this surge protector, and then the other one plugged in another surge protector, and I wasn't really picking up this. I was picking it up, but it kept getting interrupted. Well, when I took the surge protectors out of the picture, then it just was going great, and it worked, you know, perfectly. So this is a great idea. I'll leave a link in the description on where I got it from. I got it from Amazon. It's a TP-Link. It's a TP-Link AV500 is the model number. You can get the Nano, which is what I have. The Nano is not wireless. It is just direct wired. And then you can get the non-Nano, which is wireless. Now the nice thing is the wired, the AV500 has wired and wireless. So you can get the wired version if you're just going to do all your wired stuff. But if you want to have a section of your backyard or whatever, let's say that you have a plug in your garage or your barn, and you want to have Wi-Fi out in your barn, you can plug that into your barn and it'll emit a Wi-Fi signal. So that way you can have, you know, YouTube, or if you need to see an instructional video, or just want to have like music on your Spotify account playing or something. So, but anyways, this is totally worth the buy. It was $36 with overnight shipping. You can get them a little bit cheaper, and it works great. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the thumbs up button, and leave your comments below.